What's up guys, Jeremy here, welcome back to my channel. Whoa! I know what you're thinking, what is this? What is that? So if you didn't know, we are actually, believe it or not, inside my newly renovated condo. In these past 2 weeks, I've just been dealing with all the moving and the cleaning, and I'm still doing that right now, which is kind of the reason why I haven't posted a video in 2 weeks. In fact, I'm still not done, and that's why I haven't really made a video of my condo yet. Everything's still dirty, I don't even have furniture, and the place is just a mess. So yes, I have my plastic table, I have a plastic chair, my laptop's here, and there's really nothing else that I can use as props, but screw it, we're gonna do a video anyway. But I will make a video, I promise. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, subscribe now. And once it's furnished, I'll make a video of my whole entire newly renovated condo, and it's gonna be awesome, so subscribe. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of being a real estate agent. I think because of how the market's going crazy and how everyone's selling homes, I'm seeing a lot of people wanting to become a real estate agent. And literally every single day, I always get asked,
Jeremy, what's it like being a real estate agent? Is it cool? Is it fun? Do you like it?
I get this asked all the time, every single day. So I figured, what the hell, let's make a video to talk about the pros and cons of being a real estate agent. As you watch this video along the way, you're gonna start to notice that a lot of the pros that I mentioned are also the cons. The pros and cons of real estate kind of relate to each other. It's kind of like a double-edged sword. If you don't know what I mean, you'll see. Just keep watching the whole entire video. But before we do that, I'm gonna have to ask you to press the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And also go ahead and follow me on my other social media platforms as well. All right, so the first pro is an obvious one, and that is with real estate agents, there is no limit to your income. In a normal job or career, you're probably paid hourly, or maybe you have a salary. If you work more hours or less hours, you're always gonna just get paid at your salary. Maybe after a few years, you get a raise or a bump in your salary, but you're always gonna be limited and capped at whatever your salary is. Let's say for the year, your salary is $120,000 a year. So every single month you would make $12,000, but that's it. You'll be limited to just that. With real estate and being a real estate agent, if you didn't know, we are paid by commission. That commission on average is anywhere from 2.5% to 3% of the purchase price of the home. But for simplicity's sake, let's just call it 3% every single time. We're not taking in consideration for taxes or broker splits or anything like that. So let's say you sold a $1 million home. You would essentially earn $30,000 of income by selling that home. Now imagine if you sold 4 $1 million homes, or maybe one $4 million home. You would make $120,000. That means you would make the same amount of income as the $120,000 salary person makes in 1 year in just 1 month. Imagine getting a check for $120,000. However, don't let that example and the tone of my voice and the motions of my hands mislead you. Although that is very possible to sell that much homes at that price range, it is very unlikely or uncommon, especially if you are new to the business or a new real estate agent. I actually just sold my first $1 million home last week, and I've been licensed for about 6 years now when I was 19. But with that example, you can see how easily it is to scale your income. That will lead to you selling more homes, which essentially means more income. But as I mentioned before, with this type of pay structure for real estate agents as a pro, it is also a con. Since we only get paid whenever we sell a home, if you don't sell a home, then you get nothing. So when I got licensed at 19 years old, I was still in college, and honestly, I hated college. And my plan was,
all right, I'm a licensed real estate agent. I'm going to make $100,000 and I'm going to drop out of college.
neither of those happened. Boy, was I in for a wake-up call. Once I realized how hard it was when you're a new and young real estate agent, I definitely did not drop out of college, and I stayed in to finish my degree. It was definitely a lot harder than I thought. It wasn't until the summer of 2017 when I graduated from college and I joined a really big company and I started being a real estate agent full-time. I think I graduated from the company's training program around August of 2017, and I didn't even sell my first home until March of 2018. So that was about 7 months. So from August to March, those 7 years of no income sucked a lot. I had to rely on using my credit cards and DJing at nightclubs on the weekends to rely on income. Oh, and thank God I was living at my mom's house rent-free. Shout out to my mom. So the harder you work, the more income you can make. There's no caps, there's no limits, there's no salary. Although this is a con because you have no safety net. If you don't sell any homes, if you slack off, if you're lazy and you're just gonna make nothing. In other words, you don't know when your next paycheck is gonna be. All right, so the next pro is you can be your own boss. Okay, I know that phrase is a little overrated, but it's true. You are literally your own boss. No one can tell you what to do. No one tells you when to work or where to work or what you gotta do or any quotas you gotta meet. You are your own boss. This is essentially your own business. You can take off whenever you want, go on vacation whenever you want, answer the phone whenever you want. It's all up to you. If you're like me and you hate being told what to do, then this career is perfect for you. But again, with this pro, it is also a con. In a career where you are your own boss, you must be self-motivated. And not everyone can do that. If you aren't self-motivated and you have a hard time with motivating yourself, or maybe you're lazy, then you're gonna fail miserably. If on average you're selling one home per year and it's not like $1 million home or like a multi-million-dollar home, then that is not enough to make a living. A real estate career is also something based on something called delayed gratification. That basically means that all the work you put in now, you won't see results of that until later, maybe like a year or two. So if you're a new real estate agent or thinking about becoming one and you want sales right away, like today, then you need to be putting in work last year. And since time travel is impossible from what we know, you won't start seeing results till way later. That's why you always hear people saying that being a real estate agent when you're new is rough. So if you want to be killing it next year, you better be putting in work right now. And on top of that, it's hard to be putting in work consistently if you're not seeing results right away. Some people can do it, but if you're like the people that aren't motivated or self-motivated and you're not seeing results right away, it could be very challenging for you. Why do you think salespeople are so highly energetic and positive? You think they do that for fun? No, they do that because they need to be that way. They need to think like that. They need to have that attitude so they can keep themselves going and motivate themselves. Next pro is that you can work anywhere. As a real estate agent, you are not confined to a cubicle and a desk. You can work anywhere. You can work from home, you can work from the office or, Starbucks, anywhere. Half of our work as a real estate agent is mostly just through email. So in theory, all you really need as a real estate agent is your laptop and internet access. And now that I say that, all you really need is your smartphone. However, notice how I said half of our work is done through email. The other half, you're really on the go all the time, especially if a lot of your clients are buyers. If you have a bunch of clients and they all want to see a bunch of homes, then guess what? You're gonna be driving them to all of these homes. But it really just depends on your clients. Most of my clients, on average, we usually go see around anywhere from 3 to 8 homes before they find something that they like, and then we get them into escrow. But I have encountered a few clients that wanted to see like 20 homes, or especially in this market that we are in today, maybe you have a client that keeps getting rejected on home after home after home, and you end up putting in offers on 14 different homes. That could happen. That has happened to me. But honestly, when it comes to that, I just really have a passion for helping people buy their homes because it's just fun. So it didn't matter whether or not my clients were gonna see 1 or 2 homes or 20 to 30 homes. It really doesn't matter. To me, I just want to get them into their home. Me as an agent, I will do whatever it takes to get what my client wants. And that's what matters to me. Another pro is that you can make your own schedule. This is very similar to what I said earlier where you are your own boss. Since no one is telling you what to do, you can work whenever you want. If you want to go on vacation, you don't have to request for off from your boss or ask for, paid time off. You can literally be spontaneous as hell and just go on a plane whenever you want. But as I said before, with this pro, it is also a con. Since you can work whenever you want, sometimes, especially if you are a busy and or a hungry agent, you'll find yourself working all the time. For the real estate agents that have a lot of passion in their work, they are going to put in the time for their work. If it matters to them, they're going to do it. They're going to make time. Because we as humans, we make time for the things we want. Like what I'm doing right now, filming this video. YouTube matters to me a lot. So I'm putting the time and working odd hours and filming this video at 10 p.m. at night. In your usual 9 to 5. Once you clock out, that's it, you're done. But with real estate, you're kind of, on call 24/7. I mean, you don't have to be, but if you want to, if you're a hungry, real estate agent, then you're gonna do it. That's how I was, especially when I started up until now. I was always on call. If someone needed me or they wanted to see a property or, pull some information up, I'd have my laptop ready and I'd get it to them right away. It doesn't matter if it was a late night or early morning. If I wasn't busy, if I had my phone on me, which I usually always did, then I would always try to help them if I could. If you are a new real estate agent or you're thinking about becoming a real estate agent and you want to grow fast, this is what you have to do if you want to grow exponentially. That's what I did. However, I'm at a point in my business where I am super busy and I can't be that, on call 24/7 real estate agent that I was before. Now I'm learning how to time block, delegate, and I'm even building a team. No longer am I the real estate agent with a lot of free time, but that's a whole nother video and a whole nother discussion. The next pro is that every day is a new day. Depending on who you are, this could be either a pro or a con, but to me, this was the ultimate pro. Being a real estate agent, you get to meet all kinds of people with all kinds of personalities, with all kinds of backgrounds. So when you meet and engage with so many different kinds of people every day is a new day. I love this because, when I hear people say they hate their jobs, a lot of the times they say they hate it is because it is the same thing every single day. And I can see where they're coming from. If you are living the exact same life in the exact same day in your 9 to 5, where you're doing the same exact thing, I would be bored as well. Don't get me wrong, I am not one of those people who, talk down on 9 to 5. All I'm saying is that with my personality, I could never do something that is so repetitive every single day, all the time. And that's why I love being a real estate agent, because it's exactly the opposite of that. I've met real estate agents who have been in the business longer than I've been alive, and even they say that sometimes they encounter situations that they've never dealt with before. And to some people that's pretty cool because it's very interesting. It keeps you fresh and you don't know what to expect. It's like an adventure. Now, with all this being said, yes, that is a pro, but also this is a con. How? When you have a career or job that you don't know what to expect every single day, sometimes crazy happens. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean exactly what I'm saying. I'm about to tell you a story. This didn't happen to me, I swear to God. I read about this on a Facebook group forum that's filled with realtors, and they talk about their stories and they say all kinds of random things that have to do with realtors. And again, this was not me, so do not think for one second that this was me. Anyway, so according to the story I read, there was a real estate agent who was taking his client out for a private showing to a vacant home. During this showing, this client said, "Hey, I need to take a number 2. So what do? Yes. The client drops a deuce right there at the showing. But here's the thing, the toilet did not flush. So then what happened? Apparently the sellers decided to shut off the water because they probably wanted to save money on the water bill. So just imagine you being the real estate agent having to call the seller's agent and be like,
"Hey, so yeah, my client took a in your listing and the water is off. What do I do?"
Okay, so obviously that was an extreme example and it doesn't happen all the time. But time to time, as a real estate agent, you will experience some crazy stuff kind of like this. I have experienced my fair share of crazy things, but never something like this. Well, not yet, hopefully not. Jesus, I hope that never happens to me. But anyway, there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you're thinking about becoming a real estate agent, I hope that gave you a sense of feeling or an idea of what it's like to be a real estate agent when it comes to the pros and the cons. If you haven't yet, please like this video, press the like button, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. If you want 2 free stocks, go ahead and make an account on WeBull, deposit $100, and start investing in stocks, and you'll get 2 free stocks. Thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you next time.